What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Chefscott, back in the kitchen, cooking up some builds, and today we're going to be going over what I think is going to be one of the strongest loadouts for GMs this season. This particular loadout has been giving me 90-second lost sector runs right now, and it just absolutely destroys champs, so let's go over it. Alright, so we're going to be on that burning mall. For the barricade, I prefer the rally barricade just for all the benefits you get out of it. And grenade, I use thermite grenade. Just easy to apply. It's got a long duration and is really great on crowd control, so I think it's one of the best grenades out there. Now for aspects, we're going to have Roaring Flames, final blows with solar abilities or ignitions, increase the damage of your solar abilities, stacks up to 3 times. Just a really nice perk overall, makes your abilities really strong. And then we'll have Soul Invictus, Solar ability, Final Blows, Hammer of Soul impacts, and defeating scorched targets creates sunspots. When you're in those sunspots, your abilities regenerate faster, and when you enter a sunspot, you get Restoration. The Restoration is really nice for just keeping yourself alive. Now fragments, we're going to have Ember of Solace, Radiant and Restoration effects applied to you have an increased duration. We're also going to have Ember of Empyrean, Solar Weapon or Ability Final Blows extend the duration of Restoration and Radiant. We'll have Ember of Torches, powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. And Ember of Tempering. Solar Weapon Final Blows grant you and your allies increased recovery for a short duration, stacks up to 3 times. While Ember of Temptation is up, you also get better in-air accuracy. Just overall, really nice package. Let's go over the mods that we're going to have real quick. So we're going to have Bountiful Wells. Elemental well mods that cause you to spawn elemental wells can now stack, spawning additional. And even if you just have 1, it does increase the elemental well to 2, which is really nice. So just a nice, easy way to get extra wells. We're going to have harmonic siphons, so we can make in orbs of power with our solar weapons. And then whatever finder you're having, I'm going to be using Xenophage, so I'll be using a machine gun finder. Now for the arms, we're going to have Font of Might, so picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass grants a 25% damage bonus to your weapon damage, which is really nice. And of course we're going to have champion mods, so whatever GM you're going in, just put in the appropriate champs that you'll be taking on and you'll be in good shape. Now on the chest piece, we are going to have a elemental armaments, so combatant final blows with a weapon matching your subclass type has an escalating chance to spawn a well. And we're going to have our resistance mods. Now remember, with the change to resistance and resilience this particular season, you want to have 100 resilience, which really helps, and then stacking 2 of the same doesn't give you as much of a benefit. So I like to mix it up and have 1 of each, or maybe I'll put in a sniper or a melee or whatever, so that you can get that additional benefit. Now on the legs, we're going to have the exotic piece, the Path of the Burning Steps. We are going to have Well of Life on here. Picking up a solar elemental well grants increased regeneration for a short period of time, and then of course whatever finder you're having. Alright, the exotic perk on the Path of the Burning Steps is going to be Firewalker. Solar Final Blows periodically grant you an escalating bonus to weapon damage. This jumps up to 40% once you have a ×4, and it does stack with Radiant, and it also stacks with Font of Might. So you can really escalate that damage up, which is extremely strong. We did a little bit of testing in the Lost Sector just to verify that it all does stack, and it does stack. So let's kind of go through and kind of show you what we've got going on. Alright, we're going to test on Carl here. So we've got Firewalker ×3. Here's Firewalker ×4. Let's try Radiant with a Firewalker ×1. Fantastic. And now let's put them all together. Max stacks of Firewalker, Radiant, and Font of Might. And you see we get that 90% bump to damage, which is extremely strong. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our class item, where we're going to be using Revitalizing Blast. Stunning a champion causes it to ignite and clears your shield stun. And then we're going to have Withering Heat. Causing damage with a solar ability weakens champions for a short duration, and that is a 30% debuff, which is extremely nice. When you pair that together with Revitalizing Blast and all of your damage increases, you can really start to slam this out. You can see Revitalizing Blast there does 27k, and then without Withering Heat on, I was doing 29. Well, now let's stun him again. we'll add Radiant. We'll get the debuff and the Radiant, and we've gotten 39 to the head, which is just super strong. Super strong. Extremely strong combo. You'll be melting champions. Overall, it's a great loadout. For weapons, Xenophage is so strong against champions. It does great against red bars, yellow bars, and it's still a monster against bosses as well. So overall, I think it's going to be a really strong pick. Works well with the solar subclass as well. For energy, I've been really liking the Trustee. Just does really great job at being consistent. With reconstruction in there, your reloads aren't necessarily a problem. Now, if you wanted to use something like the Staccato 46 with Incandescent to add some more scorch to targets, you can do that as well. If you've got shields that you need to deal with, something with adaptive munitions in the solar slot really does a nice job, but it's really important that you have those solar weapons so you can take advantage of all of the individual burns. And then for the kinetic slot, I just slap in whatever the additional champion is. So if I've got overload or if I've got anti-barrier, then I'll select the particular weapon and the mod on the arms for those. Well, other than that, it's a super fun build, and I hope you get out there and try it, and I'll let you see a 90-second run in a Lost Sector. Other than that, Guardians, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and good hunting!